Hello everyone, I am Atharo Bodade from Information Technology of SSDMC Shegaon, and I would like to present OS for the Zoho Setu project and the exploring the low level system and how modern operating system actually work. And I choose the project which is a project title number 10, and the title of this project baseline kernel OS, and description about this project creating a minimal Linux which having the drivers, memory management and the basic shell. So I choose this project because of the learning and exploring the how low level system actually work and how modern operating system work, and uh, the interaction in between the hardware and the software, and how drivers actually work. Because I have faces the lots of the issues in between these problems, so I want to explore this problem statement, and because of this I choose this problem. And I started learning of this problem statement or this project from the theory, like OS Wikipedia, then LFS. I started from memory management, then drivers, then what is scheduling, then paging, then BIOS, then bootloader. These are some concepts I started learning with the theory alone. But I understand that just learning about the theory, it is the very hard part, because when I learn the theory and it's need to memorize to implement that. So it hard for me to just learn about theory, massively learn about the theory and not implementing it. So I started initially learning about the theory, like first I learn about the concept which is a bootloader, then try to implement this, then learning memory management like physical memory management, virtual memory management, like writing the code like pmm.c which is a physical memory management code, then virtual memory management. So I explore like that. Then after that I realized that just learning about the theory, it's need to hard part to implement. So it's need to both transition in between them, learning theory part and the practical implementation part. So then afterwards most of the things I learn from this project. This project taught me lots of the things like the software and the hardware interaction, then paging structure, then 32-bit bootloader, then 32-bit bootstrap, and then bootloader, then memory management, physical memory management, virtual memory management. These are the lots of concept I learned from this project. So I said about that I started this project because of the learning how actual hardware and the software is work, and what actually the global descriptor table in memory management, like that stuff. And then um, after this learning I realized that the system design of the operating system, which is it start from the bootloader like group bootloader, then UEFI, then it will shift into the multi-boot 2, which can use for the connecting kernel and the bootloader multi-boot 2, then 32-bit bootstrap, then 32-bit bootstrap, then kernel initialization, then physical memory management, then virtual memory management, then afterward drivers, then scheduling, then basic shell scripting. This is the basic architecture of this project. And it I learn I said about that I learned from this project so many things. So this project also taught me the like debugging in the building about the OS or the writing the kernel. it debugging, it's just like the exercise part of the our programming journey, because I have the so many I had the so many debuggings, like the paging fault, like the group like the bootloader error in assembly language, is in assembly language error, then global descriptor table error, then IPC error, interrupt handling error, and like that, lots of the error found me. Then afterward, then I realized that, and the at last the completion of the project, I actually like to demonstrate this project on my system. These are the basically directories of the project, and in the project there is, I wrote the make file. So I just initial, and for the running I just writing the command make run. It automatically our operating system will start. So initially, if you need to understand the what are the commands in operating system is there, I will just type help. So available commands are start, help, then ls, then cat, then file, write, then execution, like that. So when I click on the ls, then it means I show that there are the three files: bin, then bin shell, then test.txt. I will cat run the test.txt. It will write hello from the Zoho OS VFS. It means virtual file system. I write just like that, and then I will click the top. It means these are the CPUs, things like the processes ID, then CPU, then ticks, then STA. Like this process is just running, it will show that. Then I will clear it, help, and monitor. It will show the system cores, that means 4 cores, then CPU 0 uses 0, CPU 1, CPU 2, and CPU 3, and it will show the memory task. And after I executing the make run, it will show the what are the commands are execute, like the mkdir, group directory will create, then copy kernel binary will copy, and the ISO directory kernel directory will copy in this binary. Then these are the commands will execute. Then dd, it means HDD image will create. Then it is the our logs of the operating system. It means start of the TTY initialization, then kernel Zoho is booting, then heap initialize at the 16 MB size, then kstat, ktrace, then ACPI initialization, then PIT timer initialization and 100 Hz, then task, system call, then PCI, then a XHCR driver will initialize, which is a USB 3.0 controller, then SMP, ATA drivers, ext2, VFS, then graphics, mouse. Then after last, then start the Zoho OS interactive shell. It means at the top here are also the showing all the commands which are and in this for the building this operating system, or the execute this operating system, we use the emulator, which is a QEMU emulator, and assembler, which is a Nazam. Okay, thank you. This is the basically demo of my operating system, and I hope it w- it will it will help to analyze the operating system and the learning. Thank you.